Hello everyone, hope you are doing well and thank you for watching. From this year I felt like the timing was right, the situation, the circumstances were right, and I have given it a thought. It's been a long time coming. It's been years and years of contemplating. It's been months and months of deciding what to do with the concept of, and now I'm just like, let's just go with the flow. So here it is, the first video after many years. The first thing I wanted to focus on for the year 2022 and going on forward many more years, not to give up. I, in the last few years, have had the opportunity to go through a huge a moment where I was going through things mentally, and I got this opportunity to just sit down and think like what was bothering me, like why do I feel the way I am feeling. And there have been videos I've watched to make myself like improve, I don't know, to overcome the situations I faced. And there have been videos I have read, I've watched, and tried to like look up things on Instagram. There's like quotes. I tried to do a lot of things because I felt stuck in one place, and it was a cycle basically. So wanting to do a lot of things at once and wanting to be perfect at it, and then things not being perfect, or I'm not being realistic enough, and then things not meeting up to my standards or expectations, and then getting disappointed, and then not even trying and just giving up. Literally things would pile up and pile up and pile up and pile up. So I changed my mindset, and before doing anything, I would just be like, okay, I can't do it, I won't do it, I'm not going to be good enough, I'm not going to be perfect. Unless it's perfect, I'm not gonna, like these kind of thoughts. I have been suffering I don't know, with them for a long time. First thing I want to do this year is not to give up, and honestly, as I speak, it is so a lot of things are easier said than done. So with this video as well, I was giving up already. Like I was like, it's not gonna work out, I'm not gonna, because knowing myself, I'm not gonna be consistent with it. With everything I'm dealing with right now, my mood's gonna go up and down, like it's not gonna happen. And I just told myself, just do it, you know, like let's not give up without even trying. Second thing, and all of these points by the way are interlinked to one another, which is positive mindset. And I cannot tell you how important this is. I want to have a positive mindset to everything, like things like looking at a certain situation and being grateful for it, rather than complaining that I don't have this or that. I could just look at what I have right now. And sometimes you can get overwhelmed, and I'm not someone who gets affected by social media like a lot of people do, but sometimes I will see it and I'll be like, oh, if oh, it would be nice to have this and that, or oh, that's this and this is nice. But it's just like a few seconds of thoughts for me. Like it doesn't bother me. I don't get like, oh, I wish I had that. It's just like I feel like, okay, if only if I had that. But I never tell myself that I'll be happier. Come on, with our mindset, if our mindset is not positive, if our mindset is going to be the same, if we don't change our mindset, then no matter where we are, even we could be in like a castle and we'll still not be happy. So with what I have right now, I'm obviously grateful, and but with other things like trying new things, having a positive mindset really helps. Also with raising children, and also I always feel like I'm not good enough. I'm not a good enough mother, I'm not a good enough wife, I'm not a good enough daughter, I'm not a good enough sister, I'm not a good enough daughter-in-law, I'm not a good enough aunt, not a good enough, I don't know, it feels never good enough. And then only to realize that I'm burnt out and trying my best and like not succeeding, and I just sit down and think to myself that I am doing the best I can and there's nothing I can do. Third thing is no more slacking, and this obviously is being linked to the previous points, previous things that I want to do as well, which is I tend to slack off a lot, because now that I'm a mother and I barely have time for myself, I can feel myself being affected by it, because I like to be an organized person. I like to be a person who is determined to do things. I like to be someone who has time management skills in their hands, but I've been slacking so much to the point that it's just, like I said, a cycle. Hopefully this year I will stop slacking, and yes, I'm talking to myself from the moment I get up, and then it's all about the kids, and then it's almost like my son is in school right now, and then I'll be with my daughter, but then there will be like some things I will do, and then let's say I'll go on Instagram for like 5 minutes, and then that 5 minutes becomes 15, 20, 30 minutes, and then you go on YouTube to watch one video, and then you find one interesting, and then it just becomes a whole you finish like an episode or something, or like a whole show. So I just feel like I should look at it like that 15 minutes I could have done something else in that time. So I just feel like no more slacking, so I can stay a bit more organized, and that helps me feel better. I feel at ease. It just makes me feel a lot better. And linking to that is more action, less words. I cannot tell you enough the ideas I've had in my head, the footages I have on my hard drive. I've got footages from the moment I stopped uploading. Obviously I have been filming a lot and lots and lots of videos. I have been filming since God knows when. I have footages from 2018-19 that I haven't uploaded yet. I have footages from 2018-19 which I have not uploaded. Like, think about it, guys. Also, there's so many things I've left to do, which I need to do. Be present. Okay, now this is so important for me because I personally have had such a hard time being present or living in the moment. So I recently was just thinking about my past and the traumas I've had, and like how it affected me, like just sitting down and thinking. So I thought to myself, let it go. But it's been hard for me, but the good thing is I've realized it. I tend to think about the past and my past mistakes, and feel like a failure because of that, and also thinking about the future and looking at myself present, and then not even thinking about, like, if I change my present, my future will change, right? But I don't know why it has been difficult. So I'm anxious about the future, hence why I just can't be present. So hopefully this year I'm really gonna try to be present, because honestly it will cost me a lot if I'm not, because the present right now is going to be a past as well, and the present I'm living right now was a future too. So it's literally no point being anxious or looking back at your failures or thinking about your future and being anxious about it. So the good thing is I've realized that, and I'm planning and trying so hard to be present this year. So hopefully I can follow up with this and keep up. The 6th point is help is okay. Honestly, in that time when I was going through it during my pregnancy, I didn't know who to ask for help or who to talk to. I remember talking with my midwife and just praying, because I didn't know who else to talk to. And slowly I started opening up to family and close friends and a few members of the church, and it honestly helped a lot. Every time I feel something, I share with my sister, who's my best friend, my soulmate. So every time, and then we give each other advice, because we are obviously in different points in our life. Now I just share everything with my sister or my mom, but mom obviously she tries her best, but talking with my sister helps a lot. So this burden that I had been carrying for years and years and years and years, I've literally realized that it was okay to ask for help. I'm not weak if I ask for help. That's how I felt. I don't know if it's egotistical of me, but it's just, there was no ego there. It just felt like if I asked for help, I'd be a loser, I'd be a failure, I'd be weak. So it's just, I don't know where it comes from, but that's how I felt. And recently when I asked for help, I didn't feel small, I didn't feel weak, I didn't feel like I was a failure. I just was someone that needed help, and there was people out there to help me. At that moment I realized that it was all in my head. Like when I seeked help and got it, I felt nothing. I felt relieved. I felt like this heavy burden off my shoulder, like I was at ease. Every time I showed my vulnerability to the people I was comfortable with, I didn't feel weak. I felt actually even stronger and felt like, okay, I can overcome this. If it's something that you want, just do it, is something I'm telling myself really. If I'm thinking about doing something, starting something, obviously plan it first, and after I've planned it, I just want to go ahead and do it. Not think about the negative thoughts, not think about whether I will be successful or such a failure. None of that really matters at the end of the day. It matters that I want to do it, and I would rather do it and regret it by knowing that I've given my 100%, and if it wasn't the right thing, I'll at least, even if I regret it, I will know that I tried my best and gave it 100%, rather than not doing it and then it just, you're blaming everyone and just like a blame game happens. Anyways, so these are the 7 things that I am going to focus on for this year. Hopefully a lot of things are related to mental health, because of my personal life and how it's being revolved due to my channel being about my lifestyle. And right now, currently, that's where I am, where I'm dealing with a lot of things related to mental health. Hope you had a lovely, blessed day, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. It could be a vlog or it could be a video or anything, and when I create a second channel, I'll be sure to let you guys know. So until then, take care. Bye.